And the organized Nigerian Labour Congress, Trade Union Congress, and the federal government have ended their continuous negotiations, which resumed on Monday with a resolution to conclude in 8 weeks before implementation. The meeting adjourned with an agreement to put in place the framework of specific demands made by the trade union and NLC on potential deliverables that will benefit Nigerians. Speaking with journalists after the meeting, President of the TUC and NLC, Festus Osifo, and Joe Ajero said after going through the framework submitted by the federal government, the union will work out modalities of implementation through an instituted presidential steering committee and subcommittees.
We had a meeting, although brief, and the purpose of the meeting today is actually to put together the framework on how what we submitted as our demand, how will they be delivered. So we are looking at those frameworks. So government came with what they think will work. We also made some input. So from this night, we are going to continue the work in order to have that framework together. So once we have the framework, then we agree that anything we are putting together, we must conclude everything in 8 weeks. So everything must be rolled out within that time, not something that we are going to leave endlessly. So we have agreed, they have submitted a framework to us, we have looked at it, we have made input. So this night we will continuously work on it in order for us to come up with the deliverables.
Well, it was a brief one. Like I said earlier, this meeting, is intentional to give life to those agreements we reached on. And as at the end of this meeting, we have set up committees in those key areas to commence work on them to make sure that we wrap up in the next 8 weeks.
When Labour called off the strike and tabled their demands, we went through all those demands, and ourselves, that is government and Labour, went through all the items on their list, and we all said we were going to go back to our principals and make consultations. They also said they were going to go to the executives and members and make consultations so that we should reconvene today and move forward. And that's exactly what we did. We reconvened today, and then both parties went through this list and we ticked off the viable ones. Those things are broken into 3 different categories. The immediate, those that can be of low-hanging fruit in the immediate C, then in the short run, the medium term, and the long term. So those list of demands in terms of implementation and execution fall into those 3 broad categories of short, medium, and long term, categories.